Yesterday, we read this article, Football Hooliganism, and we focused on determining the central idea of this article. Today, I've gone through and I've started to gather information for our objective summary. So what I've done is highlighted in blue some examples of football hooliganism that the article has stated. I'm then going to take what I've highlighted and put it into my own words. So one thing that I thought was important was when it talked about participants often select locations away from the stadium to avoid arrest by the police, that conflict can occur spontaneously inside the stadium or in the surrounding streets. I then continued to look for some different ideas that I could include in my objective summary. In many countries, football hooliganism is also associated with racism, and abuse of non-white players is common. And then another thing, including gun attacks. So the work that I did yesterday has not gone to waste. I am going to use my central idea to help build my objective summary, and I'm going to show you. So just to remind you that my central idea from yesterday was football hooliganism is not a new problem, but continues to involve conflict with strong ties to juvenile delinquency. So now I'm going to go to our new way, like our name it, verb it, central idea it, to help build the necessary steps to create our objective summary, remembering that our objective summary has no place for our opinions, our emotions, or our thoughts on the topic. So name it. What is the article called? Football hooliganism. What is it doing? So think again about that text structure. Here, it discusses. So I decided that it's discussing football hooliganism. And then I copied my central idea from yesterday. I then am going to take those three, the name it, the verb it, and the central idea, and turn it into a topic sentence. The article Football Hooliganism discusses how hooliganism is not a new problem, but it continues to involve conflict with strong ties to juvenile delinquency. I then took the three things that I highlighted from the article and placed them in my own words, sometimes planned and sometimes spontaneous, linked to racism with players of color targeted. Even though weapons are banned, there have been gun attacks at games. So our final step is to put all of that together and add a concluding sentence. So my objective summary that does not have my opinions, that does not have my thoughts, does not have direct quotes from the text, it is all in my own words. I'm able to express that the article Football Hooliganism discusses how hooliganism is not a new problem, but it continues to involve conflict with strong ties to juvenile delinquency. Some negative behavior associated with football is spontaneous, while other times it is planned. Hooliganism can be linked to racism as players of color have been targeted. Even though weapons are banned, there have been gun attacks at games. Overall, authorities continue to put measures in place to combat football hooliganism. So today you are going to go back into your work with the article about dental hygiene, and you are going to do the same thing. You are going to create, using the same template, an objective summary about dental hygiene. So I'm really looking forward for you to follow these necessary steps so that we can meet our success criteria of being able to successfully write an objective summary about a text.